That's right. We went inside the Chinese delegation here in Washington. Commerce Minister Chen Deming, essentially China's point man on trade, the gatekeeper, if you will, for U.S. companies looking to do business in China. He is a critical player in the U.S.-China relationship. I had an opportunity to question Minister Chen with a small group of reporters late yesterday here in Washington. I asked him about U.S. criticism that China's undervalued currency is to blame for America's trade deficit with China. He challenged that notion directly, saying U.S. export controls and a shift in the global production chain are in part to blame. But if currency was such a big factor, then China would have a trade surplus with the rest of the world, and it doesn't.
99% of China's total trade surplus is with the United States. And that means that if the U.S. is excluded from the picture, then China almost has no surplus with the rest of the world. And therefore, this trade imbalance between China and the United States is not a currency issue. Rather, it is an issue between the two countries, and therefore the two countries need to sit down, discuss how they can improve trade liberalization and facilitation measures.
Minister Chen repeated China's concerns about U.S. export controls in our conversation. That will likely come up during President Hu's speech today to U.S. business leaders here in Washington. On another hot topic, Minister Chen also challenged criticism that China is limiting the export of rare earth elements.
So why should people blame a country which holds only 30% of the world's total deposit but supplies 90% of the total production? Is it not reasonable for a country that actually has a huge rare earth deposit and bans the development and exploration of rare earths, yet consumes a lot of rare earths, to blame China for that?
Now, he didn't name the United States specifically, but the message was pretty clear on that. His comments give you some sense, some insight on the hardline China is taking behind closed doors on some of the thornier economic issues between the U.S. and China. It is not all pomp and circumstance here in Washington.